What's going on, everybody? Doc and Sloth, we're back for Rocket League action, and we got some pretty crazy news today, Sloth. This is not something I think is completely a surprise, but also not maybe the thing we thought we were going to hear about, at least right now, to be honest with you. So we're going to cover all of the crazy, awesome news that we got. We got a special Halloween event that's going to be kicking off here, and actually just a couple of days from when you guys are going to be seeing the video. We'll cover all the details inside of this, give kind of our thoughts, and we'll watch Sloth and this guy give a little smoochies to each other.
That was amazing.
How long that lasted was just too much, I think. So let me give the exciting details up front. We've got a special Halloween event called Haunted Hallows going on. It's coming with a bunch of special items, a special currency that's going to allow you to get items, and the decryptors that we heard about from the autumn update comes with a new crate, and this is going to run starting Monday, October 16th, 5 p.m. Pacific, and that's going to run all the way through November 6th at 10 a.m. Pacific. So plenty of time to go ahead and actually get in there, get some Rocket League going on. Perfectly timed for Halloween, obviously, and I'm really excited for all the stuff that we've got in here, Sloth, to be honest with you.
You know, and it's we kind of talked about last Halloween. We got all like the candy corn and the little jack-o'-lantern and stuff like that. This stuff it's honestly more things that we'll want to use than we got last year. You know, for a little while it was kind of folks would use this stuff just because it was like seasonal and it was kind of funny and stuff like that. This time we're actually like we're getting legitimate goal explosions and stuff, and yeah, they're goofy, but it's stuff that I think that people are gonna actually want to use for a longer period of time, and it's gonna be seen as less of a wasted space in people's inventories.
Yeah, you're not going to have 16 of something that you don't want and not be able to get rid of it because everybody else has the same 16 things. Leave that for you.
Yeah, you know, and the best thing about what we're going to kind of talk about here with like the decryptors and stuff like that is if you have the inability to trade something, we kind of already had that inability with the stuff from the previous year. So I think that'll kind of bring a little bit of consistency to our limited event stuff.
Yeah. So let's give some of the specific details. So the new currency that we talked about is they're introducing, perfectly timed for Halloween, is going to be called Candy Corn. What this is going to let you do, there's going to be, again, some Halloween-specific items that we're going to get. And you're going to be able to trade this candy corn in for those items. You're also going to be able to trade candy corn in for the decryptors, which have the capability to unlock any crate, to include the Halloween event crate that we're getting, which will also drop, which actually we have 3 ways to get it. So the first 2 ways is, one, to buy it with candy corn, which is pretty neat. Pretty sure I hit that. The second is that it's actually going to drop just like a normal crate would during that time period after online matches. And then we're actually also going to be able to buy these crates directly from the store and not even have to unlock them. So if you buy them, essentially you're going to be able to crack them open. You're not going to need the key. You're not going to need the decryptor. And you're going to be able to get them that way. So we'll kind of talk that point. That's probably the biggest talking point for this whole event. So maybe we save that for a little bit later. But that is the 3 ways you're going to be able to get the crate, the currency, the candy corn currency. You're going to be able to get literally again from just playing matches, and you'll be able to use that. Like I said, pick up items, spend it. It seems like they'll have kind of like a little mini special store type thing going on. Get decryptors from it, and go from there. And as Sloth was talking about with the decryptors, they're actually going to make it so that if you were to open a crate with a decryptor, it essentially puts a permanent no trade lock on it, which is an interesting kind of way to do it. But at the same time, for the fact that we're getting it free, I guess I can kind of see it. You know, I don't know. That was a little bit of a whiff there.
It's the fakes finally worked at this level. They don't often work, but Yeah, so and that's really interesting to me. I don't 100% know why we're not able to trade stuff that is open with decryptors. Don't necessarily like that. I do love that they're putting in the option that we can open up crates for free.
Yes.
I do absolutely love that. We played this game enough. I've spent enough in keys and stuff like that. I think I probably deserve maybe to be able to open up a couple crates and not to sound entitled kind of thing, but it's a game that we really support and a game that we spend a lot of money on. So maybe to be playing hours and hours and hours on end and be able to open up a free crate every now and then, I don't think is too ridiculous. So I'm actually a little surprised, a little confused, and it's not anything new. We've known that the decryptors are not going to be tradable for a long time, but I don't know. It's going to be the first time that we're actually going to see those in play and actually in action. So I'm interested to see it. Honestly, I'm going to save all the encryptors for things like this, for things like the holiday items, because those are ones that I'm not really interested in trading as much. I actually do kind of like having everything. Kind of be a little
A
OCD
completionist
about
kind of.
collecting
Yeah.
everything.
Get a
Right, and
collection
just
going.
being a hoarder.
Yeah, I think it is interesting. Again, I am with you, and we talked a little bit before we started recording about, it would be nice because, you're essentially getting the crate already. In some instances, you're going to be spending this new currency to get it. So it would be nice to be able to pick up the decryptor, get an item, and then be able to trade it because you still have some RNG. You're still going to roll your luck with the box. If you get something maybe you already have or you don't like, um, I can see situations where it would be nice to, um, it'd be nice to be able to trade that. But at the same time, they are giving us an option to get free stuff and, opening up a couple crates and getting some stuff out of it that you are going to want to end up keeping is not necessarily a bad thing either. So I'm kind of on the fence on it. Again, they could have not done that and still made you pay keys for it, which would have sucked. But I'm happy. I'm happy that we've got a method in there that's going to at least allow us to open them up. Now, interestingly, the one thing that I thought that they might, I almost said that. The one thing that I thought they would maybe extend, but it's kind of a short time frame, is so obviously the event runs until November 6th. Your currency, your candy corn currency, is actually going to run for an additional week after that, and then it will actually expire. So it does kind of force you a little bit to get in and purchase stuff, actually use the currency up, because it won't be there forever, which is pretty cool. Now, the nice thing though is obviously any Halloween events or items that you do get from the event, those obviously will stay in your collection forever. And the other interesting thing to note is that if you happen to get, say you get one of the Haunted Hallows crates and you hang on to it for an entire calendar year, which kudos to you, that would be very hard to do for me. They actually already said that the items are not going to change inside the crate. So you could hang on to it for a year, you could get some more candy corn in 360 some odd days, and then you could open that crate back up and have the chance of getting the same stuff, which I thought was kind of interesting.
Well, and it begs the question for me. We've wondered this for a long time. Is when you get the items from the crate, when you open that crate, was the item in that crate determined when you got the crate or when you opened the crate? And I think we've had. I think you've seen kind of some folks do some experimentation and stuff and all that on when to open crates and all of that going on. But then we've also had the double drop weekends where we've got things that are painted dropping better at certain times. So I don't know. This is another one of those things. So that to me says a couple of things though, outside of the experimentation aspect of it. They're planning on doing this again next year,
Which is cool.
probably with different items. and they are probably looking at doing another event. We would assume the Christmas event here before too long.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry.
No, you're good.
Uh, and I think that's kind of the genesis of them not keeping the candy corn currency
Right.
around for too much longer.
Right.
Because I feel like it's something that they're going to need the space for.
Yes, I would agree 100% to that. I think it's also pretty smart to me if you ask. Well, I don't know. I maybe a week is a little too short of a time frame to just hang on to, or to allow you to spend the currency. But I can also see them wanting to get the items out there, maybe be able to take out whatever little, again, mini store that they're going to have that you can trade it in, and like you said, get it prepped for the next event. The best thing that you said, though, and it points directly to it, is the fact that we're going to get more of these types of events, which I think is one of those things that we see a lot of games actually do in some form or fashion, where Call of Duty does extra XP and they do special maps and they do all that kind of stuff. We kind of saw a little bit of that with the autumn update, but these special events are essentially going to be their version of that, and I love it. I think that's a great idea. That's going to keep not only things fresh, because you've got more collectible items, which is a huge portion of this game for a lot of people, but you're also just, again, bringing in new stuff. You're keeping things fresh, and you're really rewarding people for staying consistent and playing the game. So I like it all the way around. There's some negatives, there's some things that we'll probably learn. As always, the community is going to be pretty outspoken, I would imagine, on a lot of it, especially if some of the stuff doesn't make sense. But at least they're trying, and like I said, I like some of the ideas. I like the new crate. I've been pining for some new interesting goal explosions, and maybe some black market decals. I don't know. They really haven't said a whole lot of what we can expect inside the crate. So it's really up in the air. And then also the same thing with the amount of items that we're going to end up seeing. I was kind of hoping we get a little bit more juicy details on that, but it is what it is. We got a new crate, we got new items. It's going to be good.
Yeah. So did we talk about times?
No, we didn't.
I was super focused on
we
to
did.
play good.
Yeah, we did. October 16th, 5 p.m. It starts. November 6th, 10 a.m. Pacific. It ends, which is a pretty good time frame. So you essentially get all the way through Halloween, and just about an extra week after that to pick up the new currency and get yourself some pretty cool items. Oh, that was in.
Okay, cool. Yeah, and I'm interested to see exactly the pricing scale on the crates that you can straight out just buy, because that's going to be really interesting, because it is going to take some of the RNG out of it, about just kind of earning crates as opposed to just opening them and just kind of getting.
Yeah, absolutely. I think that's probably the biggest question that I have as well. And again, we talked a little bit about it, is is it going to be the same value as just buying a regular key at about $1? Because essentially that key is going to do exactly what it would normally do, which would be open a crate, which you get for free. Are they going to jack it up maybe just a little bit? Are they going to do, I'm sure we'll see some kind of maybe special bundles, or maybe the more you buy, the more you get. Who really knows? I guess all we can really do is wait and find out, but the nice thing is we don't have to wait that long.
Yeah, just a couple days here, and we'll have all of our prayers answered. Those folks that wanted a ghost dabbing as their goal explosion. So.
Yes, which was spoiled, and I'll show on screen at some point during the video so that you guys can see it. Because who doesn't need that, right? Who doesn't need that goodness in their life? Oh my gosh. And you thought the dragon banners were bad. Anyways. So I've been Doc, that's been Sloth. We're going to wrap this one up here, but we wanted to get this news out to you. So hopefully you guys are enjoying the weekend. Hopefully you enjoy some good RLCS action, which is probably going on at some point while this is being uploaded. But we wanted to get a quick video out, describe the details, exactly what's coming. As always, in the description below, we'll put a link to the official article that Rocket League posted. And you can can kind of read all the specific details, but I think we covered them pretty good in this as well. And if you're new to the channel, if you're a fan of Rocket League, please do follow us, subscribe, hit that little bell button, do all that cool stuff. And let us know in the comments what you think about this event, actually. Like I said, you can tell me and Sloth are pretty excited about it, and hopefully our excitement comes to fruition when all this stuff ends up coming out. My only real concern now that I'm thinking about it is if the candy corn drops, like crates drop, I'll have about 4 or 5 candy corn by the end of 3 weeks, like I have accelerated crates now.
Well, you're not wrong.
Hopefully it's more than that. So, but we'll wrap it up. As always, thanks for spending a few minutes of your day with us. Average Gamer guys, really appreciate it, and we'll catch you in the next one. Thanks for watching.